And now, Giant Sports Talk Live. Here are your hosts, Eric and Glenn.
All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Giant Sports Talk Live. I see a guy called Ed is out there. He's in the middle of a gym session, but he's listening to us as he's working out. There you go. Appreciate that, Ed. Got Greg Dayton. I see Lethal, Morcatna. Guys, appreciate the support. Welcome to another episode. What's up, Spencer? Giants win a much-needed game on the road in Cincinnati to take the series 2-3. It was a close game. For a majority of the game, it was around 3-2, and then all of a sudden, the floodgates opened towards the end of the game. Giants eventually scored 8 runs. So the final of 8-2, like I said, for a much-needed win. What'd you think about that game there, Glenn?
Well, I knew I was up early. I'm a little sleepy tonight, Eric. I caught the pregame show at about, let's see. Well, I was up listening to the pregame around 7:45 this morning, the unofficial pregame on KNBR. And then I caught the official pregame, then the game, and I was flipping back and forth. I was able to find the game because it was, a Roku game today. But
Yeah,
I was able
it
to find
was.
that on my, none of the Giants channels were broadcasting it, even if you had the Major League Baseball package. What did I take from the game today? Top of the lineup. We're like a band of brothers today. Wade, Fitzgerald, Bailey, Chapman, and Conforto, they all contributed. Encarnacion contributed a little bit. And then it kind of petered out. Yastrzemski, Casale, Wisely, Schmidt did nothing. So you and I talked about it off there, Eric, earlier today. Wouldn't it be nice, I said, wouldn't it be nice to see the Giants go on a roll where an entire lineup contributes? We got half a lineup contributing, but that was enough to get it done. In fact, you got to get 3 or 4 guys on a daily basis. It doesn't matter who they are, but 3 or 4 guys, their bats have to come alive, and that'll carry a team. Today, Ray with the win, 5 innings pitched, gave up only 3 hits, got out of the gate slow, but he struck out 9 in the win. You mentioned it. The bats at the top were good, like Wade Jr., and the home runs came to us from Wade, Fitzgerald, and Chapman. You know, Chapman, if you take a look at his stats, post-All-Star game, he's been red hot.
Yeah, he's been good. No, you can't deny it. I mean, again, it's kind of feast or famine for him quite often. You know, he'll have a couple of games where he's not getting any hits, and then he has other games that he plays like this, plays outstanding defense, of course, and he hits for power. So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. The key to me for this game, though, was seeing Conforto and Wade. Maybe, we don't know. Again, don't jump all over me. It's only one game. I get it. Maybe they're breaking out of their funk. I don't know, but it's nice to see each of those guys get 3 hits today. You know, is it a sign of something to come? Maybe. I don't know. You know, and here's the thing. What we don't know is both of those guys had lower half injuries, lower half injuries. In other words, in their legs. Maybe the training staff, the coaches, whatever, maybe they're telling them, hey, don't use your bottom half as much as you have to. But maybe today was the day where they said, you know what? Hey, if you're feeling good, whatever it may be, maybe they're passing certain tests. I don't know. I'm not an expert in hitting, but I do know the lower half of your body is important when you're wanting to swing for some power. So maybe they're starting to let it loose a little bit more. I don't know, but I'm just taking a stab in the dark and why maybe we're starting to see them maybe bust out of it with today's game because they both each had 3 hits. That's pretty impressive.
When you see this in today's game, Eric, 4. I'm not talking about 4 balls or 4 innings. 4 Cincinnati stolen bases. We were having a little problem getting the ball to second base out of the catcher's hand today, weren't we? One of them, he actually fumbled. I think it was Espinal. How do you say his name? Espinal? He went from second to third. He had a pair of bag swipes, as did, no surprise, De La Cruz. 4 stolen bases. Something that the San Francisco Giants do not have in their arsenal.
Yeah, exactly. Got Senior out there. What's up, fellas? Good to see you, Senior man. Great win today. I hate to admit it, but this lineup infused with young guns and the starting pitching can say I have some hope. Yeah, I mean, there could be something there. There could be. But again, you got to have these vets that they need to show up. People like Conforto and Wade. Those guys need to show up. I mean, Chapman is going to do what Chapman does. Yaz he's okay. He's doing okay. Is he part of the future? I don't think he's part of the future, but right now he's doing okay. But you got to have these guys, and then guys like Fitzgerald. Come on, Fitzgerald, guys. Another damn home run, his 11th of the season.
11.
What can you say? Yeah.
11. And what was nice to see, we put 8 runs on the board with these guys contributing, and that was with our old buddy Matos getting the day off. A deep bruise in the hand there. So,
well, there you go. Is that what it is?
Take Matos out of the lineup and
not Post. You mean Ramos?
Spot?
You mean Ramos?
No. That is the thing. I gotta get that. I need a little cue card to get those two straight, and it's just a mental thing. Ramos, Matos.
So he has a deep bruise. Okay, did he hit the IL by chance? I didn't even pay attention. I didn't see anything.
They said in the pregame show today on radio that it was simply a day off to rest the hand. He had a deep bruise. They said very deep, almost a bone bruise. Ooh. I wouldn't be surprised if he misses 2 or 3 games, Eric. But hey, we'll have to wait and see.
Maybe
he said he was just resting.
Fair enough. That's fine. While we're getting at this, hey, let's get into the rest of the game.
And now, today's Giants in review on Giant Sports Talk Live.
All right, here we go. Let's get into the box score.
Started at the top of the lineup today, Eric. We got Lamont Wade Jr. batting leadoff and playing first base with the exodus of Soler to Atlanta. He picked up the game today.
Yep, and it was nice to see Fitzgerald move up in the damn lineup. I didn't want him. Gosh, he got player of the month of July, and you had him batting 6th yesterday. I didn't understand that one. That was weird, but I like to see him at the top of the lineup.
Eric, this is a franchise. He won player of the month, and he was on the bench the other day.
Yeah.
So don't kid yourself.
Yeah.
Don't sound so surprised. Oh my gosh. Eric's full of surprise today. Jeez.
I get it. I understand it, but that's where he needs to be batting.
Yeah, obviously,
in the upper part of the lineup. Just to look, his bat is dictating where he should be batting in the lineup, right? Yeah. And then you got Bailey. The big O for that, he's a little bit of a concern. He hasn't been hitting too well. Granted, hey, long as he's doing a good job behind the dish, and if his bat's going to play, that's great. But yeah, he's starting to regress a little bit, just a little bit here.
Yeah, he was in at the DH spot today, but we'll get him back. He was just getting a rest behind the dish. Of course, they always look at righty lefty. We pretty much knew we'd see Casale in there today.
Yeah,
we'll talk about him in a second. But Matt Chapman at third base today, Eric. I said off the top of the show that guy was lightning hot. He has been since the All-Star break. Deuces were wild in his line today.
Yeah, look at that. 2 runs scored, 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and 2 strikeouts. That's Matt Chapman, though. He's going to hit for power, but he's also going to strike out. That's just the way he is. But yeah, he's playing good ball. If you want the Giants to start making a run, then these guys are going to have to step up. Conforto, again, the other guy that I was talking about earlier, had 3 hits as well, had 2 RBIs.
2 doubles.
And exactly, had 2 doubles with that. So maybe, like I said, maybe they're starting to let it loose a little bit. Maybe they're feeling better. They got the lower half that feels enough to where, could take a little bit more aggressive swings. I don't know. Well, guess we'll see. We'll see. And then your buddy, Encarnacion. Go for it, Glenn.
Encarnacion with another deep belt. He ended up with a double, 1 for 4. He had a run batted in. Strikeouts concerning me. He had 2 more today, but hey, Fitzgerald struck out a pair, Bailey a pair, and Chapman struck out twice, and look what the numbers he put on the board. So don't get upset. Encarnacion, he's a silent assassin, 1 for 4. Got another
silent assassin.
That's what I have. That is what I have nicknamed Encarnacion. We're going to watch his stats, Eric, and he's going to be steady. Steady. That's all I want. Slow and steady wins the race. That's what they said. That's what Miss Beadle said.
Oh man, pulling out Little House stuff already. We're only how many minutes?
I'm talking your language.
We're not even 10 minutes in, and we're right into Little House. There we go.
There you go.
Yastrzemski, 1 hit.
Your buddy.
Yeah, our buddy.
When it comes to slow and steady, he certainly is.
How about Casale? You want to talk about slow? I don't know about steady, but he's slow.
No,
anyway, he's 0 for 3.
Look at the average.
Yeah. Both Wisely and Schmidt, they didn't do too much today.
Yeah.
Be nice to see those guys. Look, I understand, you 1 through 9, you're gonna have some holes. I get it. But you can't have more holes than guys that are producing, because that's not gonna get it done.
Top 2 thirds. Top 2/3 again today, and that has been a story all season long, Eric. Top 2/3 of our lineup almost every day come up with something, even on a slow day. And the bottom of our lineup has been
look at the 7 through 9. That is not going to get it done right there.
No,
man.
And that's a daily thing. We're getting used to that. It's a broken record.
Yep, absolutely. Let's get down into the pitching line here. You got Ray, goes 5 innings. As you stated, only gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, and 9 strikeouts. And again, he gave up 2 home runs. You don't want to see those home runs, but then again, this is the Great American Ballpark, so the ball will fly. I said that in the beginning of the series. If there's one place where you should be hitting, it should be the Great American Ballpark for the simple fact it's small and the ball flies. So it was nice to see the Giants in this game. Well, even yesterday, they hit what? 3 home runs and had a Little League home run yesterday. Today, they had, how many home runs did they have today? 3. They had another 3 today.
Yeah, 3 home runs today as a team. As I mentioned off the top of our review, Wade, Fitzgerald, Chapman all went deep.
Yep. And then look, the rest of the bullpen, the rest of the 4 innings, no more in runs.
Oh, by the way.
And only gave up 1 hit. Only 1 hit.
Yeah, I was talking about our club at the home runs. But one other note about our hitting today. Not that it needs any review, but no stolen bases again today, Eric.
Well, I mean, who did? Well, you had Fitzgerald. See, I didn't see what Fitzgerald actually did on the bases today.
You know what they said in the broadcast? They said that our manager said, I would like to be able, okay, hear me out. His quote, I would like to be able to use the run game more.
What does that mean?
Aha.
What's up, Rocks?
Aha. He's being told don't run?
Yeah, what does that mean?
What does it mean? I'd like to be able. You had Jung-Hoo Lee early in the season. That guy, his dad, what was he? The Wind. So I expected a guy
his dad was fast. His grandfather was fast, yeah. But he wasn't so much the grandson of the Wind, though. He was more.
No, they didn't even let him try. He came out there with the oven mitt, so I thought, oh boy, this guy's going. But nope.
Yeah.
We haven't seen much. Wouldn't you say, is it safe to say, our only real threat on the base pass, a threat would be Fitzgerald? Chapman's got a few. As a team, everybody's got maybe, 1 or 2, but Fitzgerald is the only threat, Eric.
Fitzgerald, man. Well, Chapman to an extent is a threat.
He's getting the numbers. I say that. He's getting the numbers, but you don't look at him as a threat on the base.
No.
That's the one thing we're missing in our lineup, Eric, especially in a big ball field like we have. You talk about the Great American Ball Field being a bandbox. So we've got this big ballpark that we should be able to knock the ball around, get runners in scoring position by stealing, get some speed on the bases. And so one thing, I don't know why Farhan and upper management, they just don't see the need. And I think it would be imperative in a park this size, the dimensions we have. Don't you?
Yeah, that makes sense. And that's something that we've talked about. I know Los has really spoken to that. Even Dan has spoken to that. Speed has a huge factor in the game, especially in a ballpark such as Oracle Park. If you're a gap hitter or just getting a hit, if you got the speed on the bases, you should be able to take advantage of that. Unfortunately, the Giants haven't. Don't know why. I don't know. You have Ramos out there. They're getting Ramos into play. He has a little bit of speed. Of course, Fitzgerald's your fastest guy. Chapman has stolen a few bases.
Well, to steal my favorite line from Moneyball, look at Alive Insurance. He says, Luciano can run. Well, if they all can run, why are they not running?
Well, there you go. And Melvin kind of answers the question or begs the question when he says allowed to. What was it? Was it allowed to?
I'd like to use the run game more.
I would like to. I don't know.
D-Shot already came in with Moneyball discourages stealing bases. That's
Niner true. Empire says Erica Glenn, impressive opening week with the channel. Much appreciated, Niner, because of likes of you. I appreciate it. Many of the real runs have already migrated over here organically. Thank you. Appreciate that, Niner. Much appreciation. What's up, Romelia? I see you out there. Mike has joined, and then, as you said, Alive Insurance is out there. Of course, Greg Dayton. Kyle is out there. Appreciate you guys showing up, and I see you, Colt, as well. Yeah, I mean, this is what you want to see. Talked about this a couple of times already. If you want to make some noise, You got to win series against teams like this, the Reds. And then going into Washington, it's not going to be easy. Okay. You got 4 games over there. If you could come out of Washington winning 3 games, you're sitting pretty comfortable. Granted, you still have teams above you that have to lose. So there's a couple of things. You got to keep winning. The only thing you are responsible for is the win and loss within your own game. Okay. You have no control on what the other teams do, but as long as you're doing your thing, you keep applying that pressure. Maybe something will happen. Maybe it won't. We don't know.
So, Eric, we're heading into Washington. We previewed that last night. We'll do it again tonight. We'll do it again tomorrow on the morning show, our debut of Giant Sports Talk Live in the AM. A friend of mine was over at the Washington Nationals game today. Eric, I thought he was pulling a fast one, a Pinocchio on me. I said, no. I said, no, you're over in Oakland. Look how empty the stadium is, Eric.
Oh, my God.
That was just before the game. He goes, yeah, the game's starting in 20 minutes. And I don't, what, over, do you see on the first baseline?
Yeah, I see a
couple of fans.
That's bad.
And then you see some fans trickling in down there, but looked pretty thin there, didn't it? He said by middle of the game, he goes, I said, what's the attendance? Give me an update. He goes, gotta be 10, 11,000 here.
Wow. That's something.
I'll tell you one thing about our show, Eric. They say we make a great team. You and I don't know what you're hopped up. I got the Pepsi going every show. You're all wound up. We love talking about our San Francisco Giants and really Major League Baseball in general.
Right. If you think about it, because we're getting close to the time of the year where baseball gets really exciting for the
You want to know something else I just found that I thought was comedic? Did you read the sign out at Nationals Park?
No.
So you saw how many? Read the sign.
Upgrade your seats.
Upgrade your seats.
Wow.
I'll just walk over and sit behind the dugout.
Yeah, how about it? I'll just walk down there.
Upgrade your seats all you want. Oh my God.
But here, as I was talking about how you got to do your part in winning games. Here, we'll get into the wild card standings. Look where the Giants are. They're at 4.5.
Where are we at? Did we pick up a game? Oh, we're still sitting.
No, we haven't. Now listen to this. Think about it. When we started talking about what the Giants are going to do during the A series, what did they do? They went 1-1, right?
Yeah, 1-1. It was 2-game series.
And in against Cincinnati, they went 2-3. Correct? 2 games, right? Out of the 3. So what's that make them? 3 and 3-2, right? Is that what they were? So they won 3, lost 2. And they're still sitting at 4.5 games. Do you see what I'm saying? It's going to be tough. It's not going to be easy by any stretch of the imagination.
Eric, they won the series.
I know. And they're still sitting at 4.5 games.
Cincinnati.
Yes.
2-1.
But the team was behind them in the first place. So it's not a team that they're catching. But it's a team they have to beat if they want to get in contention for the wild card. Right?
I don't want to be Debbie Downer. Addy last night, he figures they're going 1-3 in Washington. I gotta, you know what? I gotta jump on board and say we're gonna go 3-1, Eric. We gotta go 3-1.
They have to.
Gotta go 3-1.
But again, there's teams ahead of them. The Pirates, the Cardinals, the Mets, the Diamondbacks, the Padres, and the Braves. It's not going to be easy. Those teams are going to have to lose at the same time where the Giants are winning. So a lot of things have to fall into place. The Giants dug themselves in this situation. It is what it is. So we'll see what happens. All we can say is take it a game at a time and then see where it goes. That's all we could say.
Mike agrees with you. There's many in the chat.
Yes, I agree. They have to win 3 or 4. They have to.
Yeah. They
have to. If they come out with a split, man, I would be disappointed. Daniel Shabazz says they're
there you go.
Screwed. It's possible. It's possible, Daniel. Again, they dug themselves in such a hole that it's gonna take a lot of work. All right, what do you got? Spencer Stewart says
Yeah,
they come back under 500 still by the end of this trip. They are done. Only 45 after this trip. See, only 45 games after the trip. Yeah, you got to get above 500. Right?
We're already scoreboard watching, Eric. 45 games left. Doesn't it seem like we were in I was in San Diego for opening day and
I remember that. Yeah, it goes by quick, man. It does.
Yeah. They looked bad in San Diego, and that was how many? 4 months ago. So
Yep.
Yeah, like the guys in the chat are saying, they've dug themselves a hole and they got to dig out in a hurry.
Yes, they do.
They got to dig themselves out of a hole just to get 500. And they got so many guys to leapfrog. It's going to be tough. But you and I have a renewed optimism with the hitting and the pitching. And
again, it's one game. So that the way I look at it, it's one game. It was nice to see, but guys like Conforto and Wade have to produce. Like, look, are they going to go out there and hit 3 hits every day? No, that's not what I'm saying. There's going to be days where they may not get, but you got to have that consistency of putting up some good at bats. That's what you have to do.
Well, winning on the road in Washington, that is going to be key. You're on the road where we have such an abysmal record. If we can win 3 or 4 in Washington, but I don't want to let the cat out of the bag by any stretch, Eric, but I was talking off air before we went live about tomorrow's pitching matchup, which we will dive into. We got Logan Webb tomorrow, 8-8 against Patrick Corbin. And I said to Eric off air, I said, what do you think his record is this year, Eric? And you were like, this bad? Or this? I heard it's bad. He's 2-11.
2-11.
And as my dad says, that means a bounce back. But I'm still going to go with Logan Webb.
He's going to do that whole, he's due. Yeah, I know.
Yes. Yeah. People like that. My dad is always the eternal optimist. He's due. He's due.
You got to be careful.
He hasn't scored a run in 20 games.
There's times in the season where the Giants have gone against bad pitchers. And when I mean by bad pitchers, that their ERA is astronomical and they haven't really done much. So they still got to go. Don't take it for granted because he is a lefty. Giants sometimes have trouble hitting lefties.
Logan Webb and Patrick Corbin tomorrow at Nationals Park. And with a win, we haven't mentioned this, Eric. With a win,
500.
We're 500, yes.
Finally, look at that. In August 5th, we're back to 500.
Finally,
it my
happened
God.
to me.
Hey, I guess if you're going to do it, this is the time to make that run, right?
It's going to be a little muggy over there at the ballpark. They're predicting light winds and 94 degrees.
94 degrees tomorrow. Oh, that's going to be awful.
Yeah.
Is it going to be like
in Washington? You know how muggy it'll be.
It's muggy.
We were up to.
Yeah, that's
you
bad.
struggled with it.
Yeah.
You struggled with it last week.
They did okay. Yeah, still 4.5, Jimmy. Still 4.5 games out of the third place. Or the third wild card, I should say.
No, tomorrow it's Logan Webb, 8-8.
Look at that record. That exactly doesn't speak well for Logan Webb, does it? 8-8.
And they bounced him up a game. We were originally talking about Logan
Webb.
We thought
Birdsong.
Tuesday.
We thought it was going to be Birdsong, then Webb. I don't know why they're throwing Webb and then Birdsong. I don't understand that one. Maybe they're giving Bird. Do you know what they're doing? They're trying to slow roll the young guys as much as possible. Because remember, they gave Harrison that extra day, and now they're giving Birdsong that extra day. That's what they're doing. So they're trying
so they'll burn everybody else out in the process.
Whatever. I mean, it is what it is. Because, to be honest with you, I would rather have seen Webb go a little bit longer because he's got so many innings under his belt. I think that would play a little bit better than doing that with Birdsong. I figured they probably could get Birdsong a rest later on, but is that even? Did they announce this Birdsong back up? Did they make a corresponding move yet, or they haven't?
I haven't seen a move yet, but I'll check.
I don't know because I haven't seen any tweets come across about a corresponding move if they're bringing up because I know Birdsong got sent back down. Rick Brown, what's up? Good to see you in the chat. Haven't seen you before, but welcome. Says, look who has the number 1 wild card. Yes, but not mistaken, it's the Atlanta Braves, right? Did I miss something? I might have missed something. Let me look.
Speaking of Moneyball, you can always, it's like 6 degrees
Braves.
of Moneyball. 6 degrees of Moneyball, Eric, because they remember the magic of them winning 20 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Chicago White Sox, they lost their 20th in a row today. They always find a way to lose. So just when you say, this team sucks or I hate my Giants, please consider that there's a team in Chicago that I wouldn't want to be cheering for right now. Can you imagine doing the show every night about that club, Eric?
Oh, lost 20 in a row. Oh my God.
Yeah.
How have people not gotten fired yet? I have absolutely no idea. Someone should be fired like yesterday. That is ridiculous. I'm just looking at the
They fell 13-7 to the Minnesota Twins, and I believe if you check the line score, which we'll do in a few minutes' time on all of the games, Chicago was on its way to victory, and how they blew it. People in Chicago are saying that we have no idea what just happened. If the few who were at the ballpark couldn't fathom what happened. We'll deep dive into it. They are on a pace to go 50 and 112.
Exactly. And then looking at the wild card real quick. Atlanta, over their last 10, they're 6-4. They've lost 2 in a row. Guess who they lost 2 in a row to? The damn Marlins. But we'll get that to here in a little bit. San Diego Padres, they won. They're 8-2, and the Diamondbacks are also 8-2. So,
hey, we talked a little bit about the San Francisco Giants on the show already, Eric. People know what's going on. We'll take a look at tomorrow, what we expect, what we hope to see during the series in a bit. But why don't we deep dive into Major League Baseball today?
Let's do it.
And now, a Giant Sports Talk Live scoreboard update.
All right, let's get into the scores here, guys.
Take it
First
away.
game right here was the early game, very early game if you're on the West Coast. Giants beat the Reds 8-2 behind Robbie Ray. Tossed a good game, 5 innings, 9 strikeouts, only 2 earned runs. Had home runs by Chapman, Fitzgerald, and Lamont Wade Jr.
Pittsburgh still sitting ahead of San Francisco by a game in the wild card. With 56 wins, they are 3.5 out. The Pirates, they lost to Arizona 6-5. Arizona.
That was a Paul Skeens start too.
Yes, Arizona. I was about to say, before I was so rudely interrupted,
My bad.
Arizona beat Paul Skeens today, Eric. So that was a bit of a surprise. See, that's the kind of player, even at his young age, when you look at the box score and you see who's going, oh, Skeens is going. We're going to win. You know, you don't win them all, Eric. And today, it was a sad tale for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Let me see what Skeens' line was. 5 1/3, gave up 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned. And he must have had good movement. Must have been his day. Struck out 4, Eric, and that is not Paul Skeens-esque kind of pitching.
No, it's not.
3.5 Pirates out of the wild card.
He only gave up 2 runs, so I mean, I'll take that all day long. Marlins, as I stated, blanked the Braves, shut them out, beat them 7-0. What is going on with the Braves? Whew. I mean, they're still in the number 1 wild card, which in itself is pretty damn impressive considering you don't have Spencer Strider. You don't have Acuna. You do not have Harris II because he's been out with the hamstring. Max Fried has been out, and now he's getting ready to come back here shortly. But, yeah, even with all those stars missing from their roster, you know, they're still holding on to that number 1 wild card. So it's impressive. Granted, didn't do too well today, though, losing to the Marlins 7-0.
And make it 3 in a row starting in right field in that game. Jorge Soler played right field again, went 1 for 3. So the Giants head to Washington, and the Nationals playing some decent ball, although not many in the park today. One that left the park off the bat of Luis Garcia Jr. He said, "See you later, Reggie." 4-3, beat the Brewers.
Yeah, look at that. So Nationals have got a little momentum as the Giants come into town tomorrow, as we talked about that earlier. Yankees, the Yankees win in the 10th. Walked it off with DJ LeMahieu. Walks it off for the Yankees. They topped the Blue Jays 4-3.
Gunnar Henderson's been red hot. 2-run homer today. 9-5. Orioles defeat the Guardians. Guardians, I believe, won on Friday, but Orioles had a pretty good weekend. Henderson, he's getting hot again, Eric. And, you know, it's good to see other ball clubs around Major League Baseball whose youth shines late. These are the dog days, and this is where, what we call the flash in the pans. They kind of, they fall down by the way. Oh, this guy's great. Well, come August, you see the true. But Gunnar Henderson, boy, isn't he a good ball player? Good young ball player. Wish we had him here. He's wearing the wrong orange, but 9-5 Orioles beat the Guardians. Orioles are at 67 and 46.
And the Guardians, look at that, 67 and 44. It was a heck of a weekend of baseball there in Cleveland.
Yeah.
But yes, he is wearing the black and orange rather than the orange and black. That would have been nice, huh? Kansas City tops the Tigers 3-2. MJ Melendez homers for the Royals for the lead in the 9th inning. So yeah, Royals are still, man, they're not going away. We may see the Kansas City Royals back in the playoffs. And of course, they got their phenom, Bobby Witt Jr., just leading the way. That kid is something, man. Woo!
Yeah.
Oh,
Twins, we mentioned it earlier. Oof. Beat the White Sox 13-7. White Sox have lost. It almost sounds like we're making it up. The White Sox have lost 20 in a row. The White Sox, 13-7 the final. They were down and out early, giving up 2 in the first and 6 in the 7th. So after just 2 innings, Minnesota had the 8-0 cushion. Let's see, the 20th straight loss. It's the longest MLB skid in 36 years.
Jeez, that's bad. Look at that. Rays and Astros. Boy, not much excitement going on that game. Rays beat the Astros 1-0. Talk about a boring. It must have been a hell of a pitching duel. I don't know who was on the mound for each of the teams, but yeah, the fans didn't see a whole lot of excitement in that game. But again, if it was a pitcher's duel, okay, that's good. If it was just because, both teams weren't hitting very well, it's not that exciting.
You get to talk about one exciting. Next, I'll mention that the Red Sox, they held off the Rangers. No problem there. 7-2, belting out 10 hits. Even though they committed an error, they pick up the 7-2 win over Texas. It was a close game again at the Coliseum, just over across the bay for me, Eric.
Yeah, look at that. Dodgers pull out a squeaker 3-2 against the Oakland Athletics. Wow, look at that. Not a very high scoring game. I think that River Ryan went for the Dodgers. I think he went 4 2/3, something like that. Still looked pretty decent. Not too bad.
Another good young player.
Was it? Yeah, exactly. Another good young player by the Dodgers. Imagine that. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to get the win because I think he only went 4 2/3, but they pulled it out against the Athletics down in Oakland, 3-2.
See the Dodgers, Eric. Let's go back to that Dodger game for just a second.
Sure.
Do you see on the stat line? You just had it up on the screen. See the Dodgers. What's their road record? And you compare it to ours.
Yeah, 31-27.
Winning teams win on the road.
Mm-hmm.
And the Giants aren't. Today, the Angels got by the Mets 3-2. Another game really doesn't mean a whole lot, although the Mets are back in the race for the wild card. We'll be taking a deeper look at the wild card race after our scoreboard. Now, the Padres, they've been up and down, hot and cold. What they do today, Eric, I think they put lots of runs on the board.
Yeah, look at that, 10-2. Padres put up 10 runs against the Rockies. I mean, that's normal, right? That's what you're supposed to do against a team like the Rockies. But it's good to see they also put up 12 hits and scored 10 runs on those 12 hits. Rockies, not much of an offensive day for them. Only 5 hits, gave up 2, or only was able to score 2 runs. Yes, Padres in the winning ways, man. We'll see. They're going to be there's a possibility that both the Diamondbacks and the Padres could leapfrog the Dodgers. There's a possibility of that happening. We'll see.
Zach Wheeler looked strong early. 6-0 win for the Phillies. They've been struggling in the last 7 to 10 days, Eric, but they pick up the win. Wheeler is now 11-5, pitched the Phillies to a shutout win as they blanked the Mariners at Safeco.
Yep, and in the last game here, that rivalry there in the Midwest, Cubs score 6 against the Cardinals, 2 runs, and they're able to pull out that win. They're 55. Look at them at home. They got a decent home record, 30-26. They're Cardinals away, almost 500. Not as bad as the Giants, but they're almost at 500. Again, that's a team that the Giants are having to catch, the Cardinals. So it's good to see the Cardinals lose and the Giants to win.
Hey, senior softball games is he's having more fun cheering us on than the San Francisco Giants.
Oh, whoa, look at this. What is he saying?
And now, another Giant Sports Talk Live hot take from senior softball games.
That was a hot take.
That's a hot take. 199 subs, one away from 200 in our first weekend of being live. That's pretty good. Who's going to bring them over the top of 200? Come on, guys. I know there's someone out there.
7th show.
Oh, it's real easy. You just go to YouTube and you hit sub. That's it.
Hey, before we jump into it, I'll give somebody some reason and entice them to sub right now if they haven't. Well, actually, I'll let Eric do it. You want to let the cat out of the bag? What's coming up tomorrow morning, Eric?
Oh, tomorrow morning. Yeah, we got the morning roast. That's what we're calling it, where we're going to preview the day's games. And we'll talk just a little bit about each game that's going to be occurring throughout the day. So yeah, stay tuned. Tomorrow morning, you'll be able to check it out starting tomorrow through the rest of the season. Of course, there won't be no morning roast for the playoffs. I don't know. Maybe we could do it for the playoffs, huh? Yeah,
that'd be fun. Playoff morning roast.
Yeah.
Right. You'll have your roasted coffee. I'll have my morning
Pepsi
beverage of choice. So
there you go.
Yeah. So you anybody in the chat, let us know if we hit the 200. That'd be cool. Yes. I never dreamed I figured after 7 shows, I figured we would average about 5-10 subs. I figured we would be closing in on maybe 70 to 100. What'd you think?
Yeah, I did. Honestly, I had no expectations whatsoever, and I'm taking a look at it now, and look what I see. Look at that.
We did it. Congratulations, Eric.
Right on, Glenn. That's pretty awesome, man. 200 subs in the first weekend of going live with Giants Sports Talk Live. Again, everyone out there, much appreciated. It's just a small milestone, but it's pretty cool to see how many people are over here supporting us, even though we just began on to bigger and better things. But
again, now that we're closing in on 250, that'll be our first official contest. I said that when we hit 250, we will be launching a contest to give away the Logan Webb jersey.
Logan Webb jersey going out to some lucky viewer out there in our chat. Will be able to get a free jersey. Logan Webb jersey.
Well, Eric, it wasn't free. I paid for it.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, for them, it's free. For them, it's free.
Free for you.
They ain't got to do a damn thing but subscribe. That's all they got to do.
That's right. And coming up at 500 subs, we will be giving away a little prize package, which will include some merchandise from Giants Sports Talk Live, and it will include in that prize pack the Bonds jersey, a Barry Bonds jersey.
There you go.
Go get everybody. If anybody needs a jersey for the Giants postseason, stick around. Your chance to win one on us.
There you go.
All they got to do is show up. And how simple. What other contest can you win a great prize like that? And all you got to do is click the mouse once.
That's all you got to do. A guy called Ed wants to know, what's the size of the jersey?
I believe it's extra large or double XL. The double XLs fit like an extra. Well, Eric, I'm not your most beefiest guy. I wear a double XL, so be a men's jersey.
So either XL or double XL. That's what it sounds like. So there you go.
And I'll tell you what. I'm pretty close with the supplier. So if somebody wins and they say, "Oh, geez, I need like a man's medium," or "I want to give it to my kid and he's size small," we can work something out. Might take me an extra week, but
there you go.
We'll make it happen. Let's just cross that bridge when we get to the river.
We will try to accommodate. How about that? There we go. Okay. Here we go. Wild card standings. We're getting starting to really pay attention to these now. Sitting at the top is the Atlanta Braves. They're tied. Look at that. Well, not really tied because they got them by 1%. Well, 1/10 of a percentage, 1/1000th, 1/10, whatever. Atlanta Braves are on the top. San Diego Padres right behind them. And with the Arizona Diamondbacks taking up the third spot. New York Mets are now on the out looking in. They're a game and a half out of the third wild card. St. Louis Cardinals are 3 games out of the last wild card. Pittsburgh Pirates are 3.5, and then the San Francisco Giants 4.5 games out. So if they want to try to get to that third, they got to leapfrog 4 teams. It's not going to be easy. It can be done. It's baseball. Everyone understands in the game of baseball, anything can happen. But yeah, let's see what happens. Don't forget, you got the Chicago Cubs, and still the Reds are right behind the Giants. You never know. They could also make a move too. We'll see. We shall see.
Well, we can't act like the Pittsburgh Pirates, Eric. If you're a Pirate fan or a player or management or have anything to do with the Buccaneers, they blew a game today. Lost to 3-2 the final score. You got to win those games, Eric.
Yes, you got to win those games.
It almost
100%.
feels like September, doesn't it?
It does, huh?
You know, I always equate September to the big rush, but seems like now with all these teams fighting for those extra playoff spots, feels like the pressure's on earlier. Here we are, scoreboard watching, and each and every night we're already taking a look to see who's making the moves, who's not making the moves in the standings.
Exactly. A guy called Ed wants to know, what's the color of the jerseys? Are they the home creams?
I know that we've got the web is the Tuesday night. What do you call those?
Oh, the creamsicle.
That's what I call it. But is that the official name?
Yes, it is.
The creamsicle.
The creamsicle is
Light
the
with
web.
trim.
What about the Barry Bonds one when we hit 500?
And the Bonds is your typical late 80s, early 90s with the script Giants across the front.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah,
There
I'll
we
dig them
go.
out. I've got them in the closet. I'll bring them out. I got a little prize pit here. My wife, I told her, don't wear them. Don't take them out of the closet. Just leave them there. I've got some other prizes. And, of course, coming up tomorrow, our brand new sponsor, Lefties. They have got the greatest sports memorabilia and merchandise. They've got autographs. They got all kinds of cool stuff. And you know what? We'll be talking about Christmas before you know it, Eric, and they have everything you need for that special sports fan in your life. They even, I don't want to get you all excited tonight, Eric. I don't want to get you, flying off the screen there. But for the low price of $49.95, you can get yourself, where is he? I can't get him up. I'm going to have to do a better job. But
you know why?
it's a Wilmer Flores autograph.
The baseball gods don't want you to show that guy, man.
Every time I go to every other, did you notice I had no problem with the Washington Nationals?
No problem. You bring up Wilmer. Baseball gods don't like that, man.
Yeah, Wilmer.
They don't like it.
Every time I turn the phone, see when I turn the phone, it
There you
flips
go.
sideways.
Exactly.
I don't know.
They
Anyway,
don't
they've got
want
Wilmer
us.
Flores soon to be sold out, but get yours at Lefties, and they are going to have, get this, Eric, coming up in the next couple of weeks, your chance to meet and greet. It's the official Meet Up Center with the San Francisco Giants. For example, on Sunday, August the 18th, 6 to 7:30 in the evening, after what will be another Giants win, I am sure, you can meet Tyler Fitzgerald. Lefties welcomes the rising star Fitzgerald for autographs. You can get your tickets. They're available online or in the store. You can contact Jim at leftysportscards.com or give them a call, 650-697-2274. Lefties supports and sponsors our show.
All right, there
And we support them. And near and dear to your heart, one of our sponsors, it's a mutual agreement. They sponsor us, and we support who, Eric?
The Signatures for Soldiers. Good old Tim Virgilio. Yeah, Virgilio has a great organization, helps disabled vets, also vets who are homeless. So go check out their website. I got it. The link is in the description. Signatures, the number 4, soldiers.com. It's a great organization. They got he's got a lot of merchandise you guys might be interested in, to include a lot of stuff from San Francisco Giants great Madison Bumgarner.
Grand Admiral says, can I get a Ramos serial numbered rookie card? Indeed, they had them there yesterday when I was picking up our check. And they had numerous players, cool cards. They had a card yesterday. Actually, Bernice picked one up for the PC, the personal collection. She got a numbered card. I think it was out of 50. Numbered out of 50, and it was a jersey swatch of Brian Wilson.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, nuts. I like that.
And they've
Look
got
at
a lot of autograph stuff over there too. What's
I
the word on the
like
web
this.
out of the chat, Eric?
I like what Ed is saying, man. He said Webb at sub 500, he says, and then do the Bonds jersey at sub 762.
We'll still give away the Webb at 250. That, you know what? We don't break our promises, Eric. We'll do that.
Exactly. But I like that Bonds at 762.
Eric,
I like that one.
Eric, I said 250.
Mm-hmm.
Then I said a Bonds at 500.
Yep.
You heard it here first. We'll do a second Bonds at 762.
Ooh, so 2 Bonds jerseys.
3 jerseys for the first 762 subs. And what we do is we will get those people. If you've subbed, there'll be a link that we can set on our upcoming brand new website. We'll be directing all those people who subbed to our website, and there will be a link on that site. And if you subbed, it will recognize your username, and you're allowed then it will allow you to send in basically fill out a ballot, if you will.
Yep, exactly.
That's how we're going to do it. That way we'll be fair, and we'll have a list of all the names, all the entries, and we got to figure out, maybe I will take the show on the road that day. We'll have someone make the draw for us. What do you think about that, Eric?
Hey,
some guys like to do, the spinning wheel on the screen and all that. We will just go out. We'll work the street. We'll go down to the Oracle Park, say, hey, we're doing this giveaway, draw a name. What do you think?
That sounds,
what does the chat think of that? Do they think that's fair? We go down to a Postgame and get a fan to draw the name?
Yeah, I think that'd be great. Hey, if we're at 500 subs by the end of the season, absolutely. Why not? Why not?
Geez, if we're at 500 subs, believe me, I'll have some. I don't care. We'll find Mickey Mouse or Pluto or somebody will make the draw, Eric. Jeez Louise. 500 subs. Can't wait. And 500 subs, Eric, that means you're doing something right if we get 500 subs.
There's no doubt about it. That means we're reaching out the masses. That's awesome.
Yeah. And we've hit the 200 mark, huh? That's great.
That is something, huh? How about that?
Yeah. I want to also say hi to everybody who's watching on your link.
Yes, on my Twitter, exactly.
Military History Chronicles.
Yep. Pretty soon we'll be able to stream on the Giant Sports Talk Live Twitter as well. And that would be great. Get more people out there to look. We just got to hook that up with the premium and we'd be good to go.
You can follow us on Facebook, Giant Sports Talk Live. You can follow us now on the X, Giant Sports Talk Live. And for some Giants talk, and you can follow Eric's site.
Yeah, good.
History Chronicles. I believe it's Master History 23.
Master History 23. That's correct.
Got it. Nailed.
So I have a variety of things that I tweet out there. A lot of it is baseball. A lot of it is, of course, military history stuff going on in the world. So just keep that in mind. Yep. How many subs do we need to monetize? It's going to take a little while. You got to get a bunch of watch hours. I think to get super chats, I think you got to have like either 400 or 500 subs, and you got to have like 1,000 watch hours, something like that.
And we're only at week 1.
Yeah, we're only
our 7th show. But you can also tell them how I believe all they got to do is search for us on YouTube. And if they want to see any of our special shows or past shows, or what are those goofs doing on the debut, or what do they talk about on trade day? Or you mentioned we had Tim. Tim was in from Signatures for Soldiers for an hour.
That was a great show.
Watch that show. They're all archived. It's pretty cool.
Yep.
Eric does a great job putting this show together. I just show up and talk, which is easy for me to do, but
it's all good.
I appreciate what Eric's brought to the table in the first week.
All right, much appreciated. And Glenn's doing the stuff behind the scenes, man.
I did the most important thing. I sold the show.
You sold the show,
right?
100%.
Right,
100%. You sold the show.
Eric has learned that when Glenn walks in a room, as Bernice would say, my better half, my wife says, yeah, Glenn walks in the room, he takes command right away. So I'm always looking for votes. So I said, hey, how about sponsor the show and cut us a check?
Okay. There you
go.
Okay. There you go, man. All right.
I think this is comedic. Derek Hill sent out, and he was actually picked up today, Eric.
Yeah, who was he picked up by? Miami, wasn't it?
I think it was the Marlins picked him up.
I think it was the Marlins.
But
And of course,
he's another 1 week wonder. Compliments of Farhan Zaidi.
hey, how about Michael Baumann? He lasted one game and he got shipped off to the freaking Angels. How about that?
God. Oh, that's got to stop.
Ooh, no, I don't see. Okay, here we go.
Okay, let's get serious here.
Talk. Do you guys think Snell may give a very slight discount due to having Bailey as a battery partner? His first complete game, no hitters with him. I don't see it.
Eric, I don't see
for
it.
me.
Snell's not. He'll take every penny, every dollar, anywhere.
Yes, I don't see a discount happening. He's only. I mean, he only came to the Giants for the simple fact that they had an opt out for that first 3 years,
and that nobody else was signing him. Right?
No one else was signing him exactly. So I don't see that. I think he's going to want to test the free agent markets again in the offseason. That's just me. I could be wrong because I think he hasn't had his quote unquote bag of a contract yet. And I think he wants to go after that.
Yeah. Yeah. Right on, Niner Empire.
Nothing
about his past. Yeah. He's leaving a penny on the table.
Yeah. I don't see that. I don't see that.
Yeah. Derek Hill. How many days was Derek Hill? Did he make the 1 week?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think it was about a week, somewhere around there. Maybe not a full 7 days, but it was close.
Keeps with the trend.
It does.
No surprise.
Par for the course. Par for the course.
Yep.
All right, let's see what else we got here. I think I missed some.
We don't have any super chats, but what did we miss that may have been
look at that. Colt says Giants went from cocaine white to French vanilla to birthday cake yellow with the new 2024 template. Talking about uniforms. Yep.
Interesting.
Can't disagree with that. Cocaine white. That's pretty good. Pretty funny. Yes, has a controllable year, I believe. Does he? Does he have one more controllable year? I thought this was his last arbitration. I could be wrong, though.
Who, yes?
Yeah, just take a look at it because I'm not sure. I thought this was his last arbitration. Maybe he has one more. But then he's going to be back. He'll be back.
They're still talking. My God, they're still talking about Slater, but didn't he get picked up again, Eric? And now he's batting a leadoff.
Hey, he's wearing a black and orange. He's not wearing the orange and black, but he's wearing the black and orange.
How do these guys always come up smelling roses, Eric?
I got to see this. Good question. I'm going to take a look.
Isn't it funny? We can't wait to blow him out of town. He's headed to Cincy. They dump him. Now he's playing for the Baltimore Orioles, and he batted leadoff yesterday.
I know, it's crazy. I don't even understand it either. Hold on. Let me see something here.
And it'd be interesting to see what he does. You wouldn't mind if I take a quick peek here. I'm going to step aside. I'm taking a look to see if he played today.
Yeah, that's what I'm taking a look at right now.
Because Baltimore had the 9-5 victory.
No, he did not play today.
Wasn't in the lineup at all. Nope.
Was not in the lineup.
No, nope. 9-5. Well, that's maybe why they won.
Good point. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on that. Just saying. All right, what do we got out here?
Strange things have happened this week. Here we got Jorge Soler playing 3 in a row in right field. He never saw the grass at Oracle Park.
And I can't believe they got him batting leadoff. Maybe he's comfortable there. I don't know.
If anybody wasn't with us, I brought that up in one of the chats. I think it was Friday's show.
Yeah.
Eric almost fell out of the chair. He goes,
yeah, I did.
There's something going on in Major League Baseball we don't know about with this Slater guy. Or not Slater, but Soler.
Soler. I didn't understand why they would have. Remember, we did that poll. Where is Soler going to be hitting when he gets with when he shows up with the Atlanta Braves? Everyone said middle of the lineup. Lo and behold, he's batting leadoff. I don't get it.
Everybody's still poking fun. It's Slater.
You have a higher sub count than us. Yeah, I think we do, Alive.
Nice.
I think we do. I think, yes, our subtotal is higher than.
And ours is going up.
And but ours is going up. There you go. Ooh, Can you guys look at the potential free agents next year?
That'd be cool.
Yeah, we could take a gander at. Let me do some searching here. See what we find. Should be interesting. All right, let's see what we got. Ooh. Holy moly. Wow.
What do you got?
Interesting. Let's take a look.
Okay. Let's
You
do
guys,
it.
let's see what you guys think here. What do you guys think? Let me blow this up a little bit more. Let's get rid of this.
Oh, and the guys liked my hat today, Eric. Everybody's like, "Can I have a hat? Can I win a hat?" Like, no, this was given to me by a Topps representative. Eric, do you know what Topps is?
That is a baseball card manufacturer, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right. I'm in the know. See, I walked into a room. I didn't know anyone at Topps, and they were giving me swag. Baby.
What's up, Michael? Good to see you out there, man. Glad you could join us.
Back.
Here we go. This is the 2025 MLB free agent list. Check this out. You got Alex Bregman.
Yeah.
Alex Bregman, Juan Soto, Walker Buehler, Paul Goldschmidt, Zach Wheeler. But I think, didn't he sign an extension? I think he signed an extension. What the hell's this? Hold on. What is Atlanta Braves? What does that mean? What does that even mean? Let's do this.
I was going to say maybe they have no one, but
let's do this instead. Did it show up a new screen? Okay, yeah, that's better. Here we go. 2025. Okay, is it all teams, all positions, 2025? Max Scherzer, get rid of the ad. Justin Verlander, Garrett Cole.
Did you have an ad up on the screen too?
Oh, it always does that, man.
Oh,
you can't
I
get
had
rid
an
of
ad
that
pop
stuff.
up. I just clicked him off. Some guy was like picking his nose or something. I don't know.
Here it is.
What do we got?
He's an unrestricted free agent, Max Scherzer. Justin Verlander, unrestricted free agent. Garrett Cole has an opt-out. I don't know, man. That's $36 million on the table. He'd be living on the table. I don't know that. Juan Soto. Don't even think about it, guys. Don't think about Juan Soto.
Sweet dreams.
There's Blake Snell, again, has a player opt-out. Cody Bellinger has an opt-out. Paul Goldschmidt, it's kind of long in the tooth.
How's Blake Snell? How's Blake Snell and Juan Soto dealing with the same money?
Yeah.
Baseball owners just, I don't know. My business.
Well, you know who it is, right?
Both tight on the purse strings. These guys.
They both got the same agent, remember?
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
There you go.
So is
Oscar.
Wait, is Blake Snell overpaid or Juan Soto underpaid? I don't think they're the same pay scale myself.
Well, remember, Juan Soto hasn't hit free agency yet. So that's the issue. Now he's going to hit free agency and he's going to get paid. I mean, paid. Teoscar Hernandez is going to be a free agent next year, having a decent year this year. Then again, he has quite a bit of a lineup that hits around him. Quite a bit. Patrick Corbin. I'm guessing Washington is going to be happy when that money is off the books because he is pretty doo-doo.
2-11 goes tomorrow. Let's go, Giants.
Robbie Ray has an opt-out. I don't think he'll opt out. I'm pretty sure he'll opt in. Pretty sure, right?
Well, let's see what he goes, Eric. If he ends up going like 7 or 8-1, you never know.
You got Pete Alonso. You got Alex Bregman. Charlie Morton. That guy's like, look at that. He's almost 41 years old. I
was going to say, how long has Charlie Morton been playing?
Been around forever. Anthony Rizzo has a club option. So I don't know. We'll see if they bring him back. I know that's one of Judge's good friends. So I don't know what's going to happen there.
Giolito at 19 1/4.
Giolito, I think, didn't he have Tommy John? So
next.
He ain't going nowhere.
Look who's next.
Michael Conforto. Yeehaw.
I think Michael Conforto should take the money wherever he can get it.
Yeah.
He did this year. He did this year, didn't he?
Yeah, he opted in. So.
Yeah, he brought the wheelbarrow over to the stadium to fill it up for me, boys. I ain't going nowhere. Nobody wants me.
Well, Matt Chapman, again, he could opt out.
What do you think? What do you think? That's a risk. Boy, that's a risk for Chapman, isn't it?
It can be. It can be. Well, let's see.
What do you think? Chapman?
He's at 31.
31, but he hasn't had magical numbers the past few years, Eric.
No, but I get you. I would think that he would attract, or a team would be attracted to him and getting his services. Again, I'm guessing, his agent is Mr. Scott Boras. So there is a possibility that he may opt out, but I don't know. It all depends on him, on what he wants to do.
Hey, I know, but they weren't lining up this past off season. We got him for a reason.
True.
Nobody went to
I don't, but does the season
with him in Toronto?
Does the season show teams maybe he's got something that they want? I don't know, man. I don't know. Michael says Chapman is here to stay. It's possible. It's possible. I know he likes playing under Melvin. I get it. There's some loyalty there. I understand. But it's going to be interesting. What's up, Body? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. So you got Matt Chapman. You got Rhys Hoskins has an opt-out as well with Milwaukee. Again, he's one of those players that also did an opt-out, so we'll see what he does. Nathan Eovaldi, vested $20 million. Josh Bell, unrestricted free agent. Marcell Ozuna, isn't he having a pretty good year over there in Atlanta, if I'm not mistaken? I don't know what his numbers have been lately, but I'm pretty sure that he's been having a decent year. Kenley Jansen, unrestricted free agent. Michael Wacha, there's a player option for him. Frankie Montas has a mutual option. I don't know what he's going to do. He just got traded from the Reds to the Brewers. This is going to be a big one. Corbin Burns. He will be an unrestricted free agent. That is a guy I would love to see the Giants target. If Snell decides to go somewhere else, the Giants should be targeting Corbin Burns. Why not? Now, here's the question. He's almost 30 years old. I'm asking the chat. This is the name that I'm really looking at. Is this the guy that you go and get in the offseason? If Snell decides to say sayonara, what do you think, Glenn? Would you give him a 5-year? He's only 30. Cryptic says no.
Yeah, but the difference is, Eric, this is kind of a moot point. Farhan is Mr. I don't do 5-year contracts.
But here's the thing. Would you, okay, say Farhan's out of the picture. Would you try to sign him to a 5-year?
No.
Or are those almost non-existent now?
No. I'm with Cryptic. I'm with guys in the chat. No.
Okay. What do you think he does then? Because there's going to be a team out there that's going to offer him 5 years. If you lose Snell because he wants to test the free agency, you got to have someone else. Are you going to rely just on Webb and Ray and then the young guys?
Yeah, but I'm not looking at winning next year either, Eric. A World Series.
Yeah, but what about in a couple of years? Because I think Corbin Burns is probably going to be good. I'm guessing I think he's going to be good for at least 3 years. I would think maybe more.
I'd rather have one or two good pitchers that are veterans and have young pitching. That's just me.
See, and here's the reason why I wanted.
I think a lot of teams, like you look at winning ball clubs over the last maybe 20, 30 years, Eric. A lot of teams do that. They got their ace, second pitcher maybe, or two pitchers in the starting rotation. They're guys who eat innings, kind of grizzled veterans, winners, and then teams like the Atlanta Braves of the early 90s who were winners. They got those young pitchers. I've always been a guy who says spread out the youth and the veterans, and the Giants have started to do that. That's just me. I wouldn't put all my eggs in a veteran pitching lineup. What happens when you get a roster of veteran pitchers, Eric? You get continual injuries.
It could, but a lot of it depends on look at Blake Snell. That's a guy that normally doesn't get injured, at least with his arm.
Normally, geez, he's just starting the season, really.
And which is good in a way because his arm's still fresh. But what I'm saying is if Blake Snell leaves next year, who is going to step up and take that spot from Blake Snell? This is why I wanted to trade Blake Snell at the trade deadline, because you could have got a significant bat, right? You could have got a significant bat, but in turn, you decide to hold on to him. He could decide to leave and hit free agency, and now you're down a starting pitcher without getting anything in return. And you could have gotten Corbin Burns. I'm just saying that was just an idea of mine. Is it?
Well, Eric,
Is it
maybe
feasible? I don't
there's
know.
already talks in the works. Maybe they've already had a discussion. We don't know. Maybe behind closed doors, he's going to stay. Maybe that's why he didn't move him. Apparently, from what I've read the past 2 or 3 days since the trade deadline on Tuesday, Farhan's asking price, I guess, was just astronomical. No one would do business with him. They just hung up.
You know what I think it was? He probably didn't want to pay down any of the money off of Snell.
Well, apparently there were a number of teams that were favored to win the World Series. Now, who they were, you have to imagine the Dodgers or the Yankees, right? But they said
Orioles.
Orioles, 2 teams that were they were all in this year. They said, "We'll do a deal with you for Snell." And Farhan said, "You eat the entire contract," and the negotiations were over.
And then that's it. That could have happened. That's a possibility.
That's what I've
whatever.
been told.
I mean,
that's what I read.
I don't know. Well, we'll see what happens. There's Corbin Burns. So he's going to be sitting out there. Someone's going to sign him to a big contract. Is it going to be the Giants? Don't know.
You know, we crap all over Farhan, Eric, about the moves.
Yep.
You know, if we take a look at our roster right now and the young players that are in position now to be with us a few years, the pitching staff as it sits, has he really done such a bad job, Eric?
Yeah.
I'm starting to think, you know what?
I don't like what he's done.
Maybe he's like a idiot savant, man. He's a mad scientist. I like the development of this roster, Eric.
You like this roster right now?
I like the development
of
this roster. I like Fitzgerald and Bailey and Ramos and Encarnacion. I like players who are in their 20s. I think he's doing a decent job. And everybody who says they've got no minor league system, basically what we're playing right now, Eric, is our minor leagues. So,
true.
You know, a lot of people are crapping all over him, and I am giving him the benefit of the doubt. We'll see how this playoff race runs and see if the pitching stands up.
But this is what I'm talking.
He's done a better job than people are giving him credit for, Eric.
And this is where I'm going. It only took him 6 years to get that development, though. That's what I'm talking about. The guy has had this is the 6th year. This is his 6th year. And what have we gotten? Has he had, listen to this. How many division wins okay, let's just go this. How many times has the team won a division in his 6 years? Once, right? With that 1 year, how many times have the Giants gotten through a divisional round in the playoffs? 0 times. Every other year, we haven't seen the playoffs. You had me until Encarnacion. Well, you never know, though. He may be something. Maybe he does. I don't know. We'll see.
3 games, 2 home runs.
Yeah, he's got the power. There's no doubt. There's no denying it. We'll see what happens. Let's see. I'm
who's our new friend? Who's my new friend, Ed, who's coming by the show tonight?
Yeah, how about that? There you go. Inability to make trades.
Way to go. See, Ed knows his baseball. That'd be Ed.
That's good. That was good. Rescue. Yes, his inability to make trades. But you know what? Let's think about this. You've even said this too, Glenn. Why did we see Why did we see Ramos? Why did we see Fitzgerald? Why did we see Matos? Because of injuries. It's because of injuries. Now, look, I get it. The game, there's history based on people. Wally Pipp is the most famous one. He got hurt, and next thing you know, you got Lou Gehrig. But how about promoting guys on their merit? That's the issue that I have. The other issue I have, Farhan coming out and lying to the fans. And a lot of things that he said, I don't like it. That shit bothers me. Don't come out here, be pissing on my leg and tell me it's raining. No, don't want. I don't want that crap, man. Come on, I've had enough of that. He's had 6 years. He looks like he's in over his head. You watch him speak. He doesn't know. He has no confidence in what he says. I have issues with Mr. Farhan Zaidi. I mean, you know that, but let's see what happens. I don't know.
Well, not to be arrogant, Eric, but I said to you earlier, I'll walk into a room. I'll take command of that room.
Sure.
I don't think Farhan can do that.
There you go. That's a great. That's a great.
Farhan's like the little nerd at the graduation dance. I'd like to ask her to dance, but do you think she will? I'm just going to stand over here. I'm the guy who goes right over. Hey, would you like to dance? Hi, I'm Glenn. Let's do a deal. Let's make a deal. Hey, did you know the host of Let's Make a Deal was from Winnipeg? Monty Hall.
Is he?
Another Giant Sports Talk fun fact.
There you go. Okay, Max Fried.
Mm-hmm. Are we still looking at these? Oh, geez.
We're still looking at them, man. There's
I thought you gave up at that point.
No, look at this, man. You got
We're getting into the Mitch Hanigers and the Sean Manayas of the world.
I don't know how they're basing it off of the
salaries, the money.
There's Jack, who pitched a very nice game for the Dodgers yesterday, right?
Trade deadline
acquisition. You got Moncada out there. Gleyber Torres is out there as well. I don't know if anyone's interested in him. He had a blow up with Aaron Boone the other night. Sean Manaea, Kyle Hendricks, Mark Canha, Shane Bieber. I don't know if anyone's listening. Charlie Blackmon still out there playing. Jose Quintana used to be a Giant. Luis Severino, Justin Turner, Craig Kimbrell. We don't need none of that. Nick Martinez. Now we're starting to get into the the ones that really aren't going to matter. There you go. But what do you guys think? I mean, I think some of the big names up here. No. Juan Soto. Teoscar could be a guy. Pete Alonso, Alex Bregman. Those two are going to be pretty decent.
And your old buddy might be in the lineup tomorrow with the left-hander Patrick Corbin going. I assume we will see Mark Canha in the lineup.
Probably will.
Yeah, he was probably will. Today, we had a righty. We had to face a righty.
So I don't know. What did it? Okay, because I know Ed. He wanted us to look at this list. I mean, what are the Giants' needs?
You think, Ed?
What's the Giants' needs?
Get Ed to chime in.
I think we got our. I think we could all settle that Fitzgerald is going to be our shortstop. 100%, right? Make him your shortstop. He is it. Second baseman. I mean, we can see what you could upgrade that second base. You could upgrade first base.
I think we need to upgrade first and second, and a corner position in the outfield.
And a corner position. Well, okay. So what do we got? What are we going to have in the outfield next year? You're going to have Jung-Hoo Lee's back.
Lee at center.
Lee will be in center. Ramos will probably be in right.
I think Ramos goes right.
And then have a competition for left field, right? Or you go get somebody. I mean, you got Matos down there, but he's going to have to prove it. You got
worn out of his. I think he's worn out his welcome with Farhan.
I don't know. We thought the same thing with Ramos. This year.
I think he's out. He's done.
You also still got Luciano. Where are you is Luciano going to be your first baseman?
DH.
Maybe. You can't. You put a young guy at DH though.
No, you can move him around. You can DH one day. The good thing about him is
he can DH and he can first
second DH and left field or right field. Maybe you want to put him in right field, move over to left field. You put Ramos. Ramos' glove doesn't excite me, Eric, but I'll take his bat every day of the week.
Right. I think he'd be better. Maybe he would be better in the corner. Maybe he'd be better in the corner. But I forgot about that. You still got Yaz. Yaz.
Jesus. Well, I love the way you say that,
man.
Well, we still got Yaz.
Yeah, I mean because Farhan values this guy, so I don't know what
Farhan or his does Farhan wear a pocket protector and put I picture him wearing the calc. Speaking of the nerd at the gymnasium, so you have a pocket protector in his little calculator.
He might. Mike S. says, I'm not saying give up on these two. I hear I smell what you're stepping in, Mike. But I'd trade Luciano Matos and see if you could get a big bat. I would not be opposed to that. It depends on who you're going to get, though. I wouldn't sell them on the cheap, but I would not be opposed to that. If you're going to get a good player in return for both Luciano and Matos, why not, right? Anyone should be on the table depending on what the hell they're offering. Right?
It better be something juicy, because I don't like when fans say, well, we don't have a minor league system, and then we get players who are ready to play in the major leagues. Trade them. Well, I don't want to develop a minor league system just to have them as trade bait.
Yeah, but you have to have that capital sitting there. The Dodgers do it. You have to have that capital in your farm system that should be used for trades. For the simple fact that if you could get major league talent, using that, I mean, look, I would trade a prospect in a heartbeat to get a proven MLB talent.
And if you want to talk about, we've always talked about the need to upgrade our defense. We did that with Chapman this year at third base. You know who's on that list you had up a moment ago that I would say is a guy that could be had? He's Jung-Hoo Lee. Jung-Hoo Lee.
He's great defense, yeah.
No, Jung-Hoo Lee's best friend.
Oh, Kim?
Ha-Sung Kim.
Is his defense that good? I thought
I think I've watched him play quite a bit. Okay. I like, and he's a mix, defense and bat. I would take.
Maybe if you get him for second base?
I would put him at second.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, now, Eric, now you're talking. You're bringing it. Yes.
Yes, Cryptic. Correct. When you're good. Yeah, that is correct. That is correct, Cryptic. You are absolutely right on that. But yeah, go get Ha-Sung Kim. Wait, how come I didn't see his name on the list? That's interesting.
He was on there.
That's an issue.
He was up high on the list.
Oh, was he? My bad.
Yeah. Abraham says you have to deal from the system. Look at the Dodgers. But the Dodgers have a hell of a lot deeper farm system at the AAA, AA, and single A levels than we have. Not even close. Dodgers, they have so much depth in the minors. That is why they're a winning organization, Eric.
Yep.
Look at the names they've dealt in. Every year they trade 4 or 5 guys. You go, wow, I thought those guys were going to be Dodgers upcoming. And so part of this is correct. You're talking about trading away. I see the Dodgers are doing it. I like to give if you want to see our guys play, give them a chance to play if they can play. Well, I want to see them in I hate trading away our talent, young talent.
No, I get it. I 100% understand. And it all depends. And Cryptic is touching on it. It all depends on where is your team. Are you close to winning the division every single year? Or are you closer to trying to get into that third wild card? And that is going to determine what you're going to do with your roster. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, Kim can't steal bases. He's got 20 on the year right now.
Yeah, Ha-Sung Kim's got 20 stolen bases this year. He's got 14 doubles, 3 triples, 20 steals.
Yep, batting at 224. On base, 324. His OPS plus is 94. Again, you're taking into consideration Petco where he plays. So he's below average when it comes to that. So
I'd like him. I'd like to see him for a year or two here. I wouldn't have
Okay, here's the deal. You take the stolen bases, don't even look at those when he comes to San Francisco because they don't run here. So it doesn't matter how many stolen bases he has with San Diego. It's a different concept here in San Francisco.
The manager says he'd like to be able to run. What does that mean?
Yeah, good question.
Good question.
So this is the problem. I mean, the Giants got plenty of 220 hitters. I'd rather upgrade. Look, if you're going to go get Ha-Sung Kim, to just keep Tyro. Tyro's not doing much different than that.
Eric, I don't think you can compare those two players.
Let's do that. Let's take a look.
I think we've only done that once.
Let's take a look.
In the short lifespan, we have never done a breakdown of this significance. We've done one other one.
Yeah, we did. Let's take a look at this. I got to look. I'm guessing Kim is probably going to be in
Mike, I like your take, Mike. Imagine if Fitzgerald started playing from the beginning of the season. We would never have picked up Ahmed. Where would this team be now? I think we'd be over 500, Eric.
Yep. Where the heck is his name?
We signed Kim to the same length as Lee. They can become free agents. At the same time, Kim had better offensive numbers last year. Maybe it's an off year, Eric.
What the heck? Hold on.
You work on that, Eric, and I'll remind everybody we're going to be on tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. We'll have our first morning show, the morning edition of Giant Sports Talk Live, brought to you by Northern Lights Entertainment and our proud sponsor, Lefties Sports Cards in Burlingame. Lefties has all the sports memorabilia and merchandise you need, autographs, game use stuff, everything for the man cave or that sports fan in your life, especially a Giants fan. And if you want to meet Tyler Fitzgerald, Lefty welcomes the Giants' upcoming star, Tyler Fitzgerald, in their store Sunday, August 18th at 6 p.m. Tickets are available to attend a meet and greet and get an autograph. You can contact 650-697-2274, 650-697-2274, or give Jim a shout, Jim at LeftySportsCards.com. Proud sponsors of Giants Sports Talk Live.
All right, let's take a look at this. Oh, yeah, Ha-Seong Kim is playing better. So I went back including this year. I went back this year, and I also went back all the way to 2022 just to see how these guys compared up in the full season of 22 and 23, and then, more than half of the season for this year. Check it out.
Are you drinking my Kool-Aid now, Eric?
Maybe. But then again, we'll see. Here we go. WAR. Again, they're going to take in consideration defense. Ha-Seong Kim has much better defense.
Oh, absolutely. What a glove. He's got a great glove.
Look at that. Games, kind of similar. Kim has a little bit more. Plate appearances,
more.
Similar, but more. Hits, pretty similar. Home runs, almost dead on. RBIs, very close. Stolen bases, Ha-Seong Kim's got more stolen bases.
Double.
Batting average, Estrada's better. On base, so Kim will take more walks than Tyro. Slugging, Tyro. OPS, very similar. OPS plus, kind of the same. So the difference...
Isn't that misleading, though, Eric? You said a lot of similars, but there is. Ha-Seong Kim actually leads in those categories, but they're pretty...
Hold on, let me do this better.
Pretty much the same, Eric. Jeez.
Yeah, they're pretty much the same team. You know where he's going to get them at? He's getting them at defense.
But one thing I do like about Ha-Seong Kim, he can play every day.
Yep. And yes, Kim has more stolen bases, but Mike, here's the problem. If Ha-Seong Kim comes to San Francisco, you think he's going to steal any bases with this organization? That's all I'm saying. Yes, the guy can steal some bags, but will he be, quote unquote, allowed to in San Francisco? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Why not stick with Tyro if you're going to trade for Kim? That's just me, but maybe Kim is an upgrade. Maybe he isn't. I'll leave that to that's going to be just what people want, what they prefer. Lee has an opt-out after 4 years, so just give him a 4-year deal.
Hey, speaking of Lee, Catton asks a good question. Is Lee still a rookie next year?
Ooh, that's a good question, because he played about almost 2 months? Almost 2 months? He might not be.
How many games did he get to play?
Yeah, let's look. Let me look and see how many games he played.
I'm just looking it up too.
You look at. Go for it.
How many games does he have to play?
I don't know what the damn stipulation is, because I know Ramos exceeded it last year, but then again, he had a few years. Why don't the Giants allow players to steal? I don't know, Mike. I don't know. Is Farhan against stealing? Seems that way. Ooh, here we go.
Just looking that up, Eric.
And now, it's Not a Cult with another Giant Sports Talk Live commentary.
Where'd that come from?
Look at it. Kim is not enough of an upgrade. Doesn't move the needle. Would be another gimmick like Rogers twins. Yeah, it could be. Speaking of which, we'll get some more names loaded in the hopper. So if you guys come with some great takes, your name will be announced, just like It's Not a Cult. Speaking of which, I got some damn housekeeping to do here. I meant to do this. I'm slacking here. There we go. Get that in there. All right, cool. Skeens for Rookie of the Year and Cy Young. I'm calling it. Mike S., you might be right. He probably will be Rookie of the Year and Cy Young. No doubt about it. When the season first started, I thought maybe Yamamoto or even Shota Imanaga might be in the running for Cy Young. But since Paul Skeens has burst on the scene, I think he might be the guy. He might get Rookie of the Year and Cy Young. Here's a question. So do the Pirates get 2 extra draft picks? Because if the new rules is if you have a player who either wins Rookie of the Year or a Cy Young, you get extra draft picks. What if you win both? Do you get 2 extra draft picks? That'd be interesting. You should.
Why not?
You should. You should.
Yeah. Cryptic Trader is always welcome here, Eric.
Yeah.
We value everybody who's in our chat.
Absolutely.
We don't always agree with you.
Ooh.
But we love you.
That's a good question, Niner Empire. That's something that was, you know what? That's going to be big in the offseason. The offseason is going to be pretty damn interesting for the San Francisco Giants. Is Farhan staying? Is Farhan going? And if he goes, what does the future GM, what is his idea of what he wants to do with constructing a roster? It's going to be interesting.
You could see a first look.
Sasaki Yaroki, you know where he's going next year. It's already been talked about.
Yep.
You know where he is going. He's going to go be a Los Angeles. So he even man, the guy wanted to get listen to this. The guy wanted to get posted this last offseason, and he would have been ineligible for that big bonus that you get for signing with a major league team. He was willing to forego that so he could come be a damn Dodger. They didn't allow him to, so he's eligible next year. But you damn well know he is going to be a Dodger.
He's just he's waiting out the time, isn't he?
Now he is.
Yeah.
All right. What else we got out there, guys? Sasaki is a legend. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, he just had his first start in a while. But yeah, I think that if they hire a new GM, going to be interesting. Going to be interesting.
Dodgers is such a winning organization, Eric. They play winning. They play winning baseball not only on the field but off the field.
Yeah, right.
They do.
Sasaki's arm's going to fall off too.
Yeah, new GM would have to reset the clock. It's true. You know what happens when any line of work? I've worked in radio a long time, Eric. You get a new GM, he comes in. All the glory comes in, guns blazing. I'm gonna make new moves and a new logo, and we're gonna just restructure. And then 2 years later, he's out. So it's just like baseball.
Yep, exactly. 100%. That's how it's gonna be.
Yeah. No manager comes in and leaves the status quo, Eric.
Exactly. Niner Empire says, is Bart hitting 270? Yes. Joey Bart, we brought this up yesterday. We talked about it in yesterday's show. Joey Bart is indeed batting 271 with 8 home runs.
Big mistake.
And where is Tom Murphy? Tom Murphy!
Hello?
Tom Murphy!
Murphy.
Where are you, man? You've been gone a while. I haven't heard no word. Where you at, buddy? I don't know what's going on with Tom
He's in
Murphy.
a nursing home, Eric. Jeez.
I don't know what the hell. What is Tom Murphy doing? The man that Farhan Zaidi signed to a 2-year, $8 million contract hurts his knee, and you haven't seen him since. But yet, you traded away Joey Bart, who's hitting 271 and has 8 bombs.
Yep.
No, I get he got injured, but man, that was a long time ago, Mike. That was a long time ago. So what's going on? And I get injuries happen. 100% understand it. Senior, sorry, fellas, was doing mock fantasy football draft. I have issues. Oh, my God. Already, yeah, it's getting to that time of the year. It is getting to that time of the year. Matter of fact, yes, and Bart, correct, Hope. Bart also has 2 grand slams.
Well,
yeah, exactly. Murphy was put on the IL May 5th for 10 days. May 5th. Where are we at? That's 3 months, man. 3 months, right? Whew.
Cryptic Trader says you got to do a fantasy league, Eric.
Okay, guys. Some people have been talking to me. You guys be interested in doing a fantasy football league?
Can I pick Canadian Football League players?
You probably cannot.
Most times when I say that, guys are like, "Hey, come on in, you can play in our league."
Hey,
one less guy we got to worry about.
Hey, Glenn, matter of fact, I think someone floated an idea to me. I think I'm seeing it in the chat.
What's
What
that,
do you
pal?
says? Ooh.
Any Jeopardy music? Do, 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 do,
You know what you could do? Maybe you could get a sponsor for that fantasy league. Every time we talk about the fantasy league, we could bring up a sponsor.
Are you underestimating me?
Oh, never.
Did you say maybe you can get a sponsor? This fantasy league, when Glenn kicks your ass, is brought to you.
Oh, man, you know I'm a suck so bad. You guys are making me get into this now, and I can't. I suck at football, man. I'm just gonna be a dude that doesn't know what he's doing.
It's our channel, and you and I will be. You know what happened in the last? Our baseball one. Where are you and I, Eric?
I suck, man. You know what? Injuries.
We're holding our own, but it sadly,
exactly. It's tough, man. It's
fun.
Football's
going to be the same thing. If
fun.
you guys wanted to have a fantasy league, and I can pick, I know my football, but it's north of the border. I can name all of the. I can name all the Calgary Stampeders and the Winnipeg Blue Bombers.
How about
Winnipeg?
Fantasy hockey.
Winnipeg. Winnipeg posted a 25-0. What an odd score! 25-0 win over the British Columbia Lions yesterday, Eric. The postseason will be here before you know it. And we move on. You know what I like to do while you're talking
Fantasy
about
hockey?
that, Eric? Every night at this point in the show, we are an hour and a half in.
Yeah,
what I'm going to do every night, if you don't mind, Eric, because it's my show too. We're going to take a look each day at 3 of my latest acquisitions.
Ooh.
Okay.
Acquisitions for what? Cards?
My 3 last acquisitions. All right. So I went to a ball game earlier this week, snuck in the back way. They had lots left over. They actually let me go through the box because they know who I am, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I picked the pack. This is one of my 3 newest acquisitions. This is my Wilmer Flores Topps Trading Card Day card. Limited to only fans attending the game. So I have that. Number 2 on my list today. This, my friends, you can laugh all you want. This was a rare find. This is from 2017 spring training. All right.
Oh, look at this. What is this?
It's a card for my collection. I have everything, by the way. And who do you think it is, Eric? 2017. 2017 spring training. Port St. Lucie.
Oh.
Picked up that one this week.
Glenn.
And finally on my list.
We're gonna have to have a talk, Glenn. After the show.
Yeah, Bernice says I need help.
What is going on, man?
This one's a little over a week. This makes my top 3 this week.
Let me guess. Let me guess.
No.
Let me guess who this is.
I'm going to fool you.
You're
this was actually
throwing me a curve.
This is a 1966 Topps.
Ooh, look at that. Willie Mays, Willie McCovey, and Billy Williams.
Home run leaders.
That's pretty damn awesome. That is pretty damn awesome. So
those are my picks of the day. I just picked those up in the last week. Each night or every couple of nights I'll pull out because the mail keeps on coming in here. And I'll show you some of my collectibles. And we want to thank once again Lefties in Burlingame for being a proud sponsor of this show. And we're taking it to an extreme, Eric. Not only are we going to broadcast 365 days of the year with the best Giant Sports Talk Live, what do we got coming up tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow morning, we got the morning roast. Matter of fact, check it out. We got it all ready to go. We're going to have the morning roast every day to talk about the upcoming games for the day.
Mm-hmm. Maybe
break it down a little bit if there's any important matchups that are coming. Of course, we'll focus mostly on the Giants, of course, to see what's upcoming for the Giants. And when we'll talk about the rest of the league, just so you guys are a little bit up to date. If you don't have a lot of time to find out what's going on, you could check us out and see what is going around the league, to include a specificity on the Giants.
And to be quick, short, and sweet, I think we're going to do 15-minute shows, little previews of the day.
There you go.
Who's hot, who's not, pitching matchups, get you ready for game day, some afternoon games, anything like that. Grand Admiral said, where's Burlingame? Burlingame is just between downtown San Francisco, between the ballpark and Daly City. You'd be in Burlingame.
Right.
Okay. Not hard.
All right. Find. But yes, so if anyone's interested in doing that fantasy football, I guess we could start. When's the season start? Late September, right? Somewhere around there. So we'll probably have to get this up and running fairly quick.
Mike says, doesn't 95.7 the Game radio station have that too, a morning roast? I didn't know that, did they?
Do they? Do they have a morning roast?
I guess they'll have to.
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
I'll have to get used to ours being better, Eric.
Well, is it Giant Sports Talk Live morning roast?
Yeah, I don't think so.
September 9th. Holy crap. First week of September. Damn. We got to get cracking.
Yeah, we'll get cracking on it, but it gives bozos like you and I, Eric, a chance to see some preseason games.
Oh my God.
At least we can fake our way through this thing, right?
Man, I'm gonna have absolutely no freaking clue what.
Hey,
the hell I'm doing.
Is Robert?
Maybe I'll just let you.
Is Robert in?
In
is
what
it a date?
Oh yeah, he said he's gonna go. That's right. You're gonna show up at the game, right?
I'm getting my Wilmer jersey ready. I'll see Robert at the game. And how do you say Michael's last name? Somebody's trying to correct me. They said, no, this is how you say it. And in print, I still can't say it. So what is it? I called him Michael Rotter. Is it like Reuter?
It's
like
Roter.
Reuter?
It's Michael Roter.
See, I was wrong all the way. Okay. How about we just call him Michael?
I call him Michael. Yep.
There you go.
Yeah, he's
one
awesome.
thing I learned in radio: if you don't know the last name, don't say it.
Yeah, just see it exactly. But he taught us, so I make sure it's pronounced correctly.
Hey, Morcanto.
There it is. Roter, exactly. Roter.
Morcanto says, "Hell yeah, Eric and Glenn. See you for breakfast."
All right.
Yeah, if you don't see it. And don't forget, if you are running late or you're up early and you're already on the go, you're in your car. We do the show, and it's posted immediately up online, so you can go back and watch the replay anytime between 10 a.m. and game time.
Yeah.
It'll be there all day.
There you go. And if you guys want to see a Mickey Mantle rookie card, go check out our very inaugural show, and Glenn put it on the screen. Your Mickey Mantle rookie, 1952, correct?
Yeah.
Man, that must have set you back a bit.
It did. My wife's not happy. Washington for 4 games this week on the road. We don't win on the road, so this is Eric. This is as big as it gets this week for the Giants. I think this will prove if we're a contender or pretender. Then we come home with Detroit and Atlanta. 3 game set with Detroit, 4 with the Braves. The return of Soler.
The return of Soler. And guess what? Where's he going to be patrolling?
He's going to be, well, do you think he can find right field in our ballpark?
He won't be in right field. He'll be in left. There's no way you put him in right, not in Oracle.
No.
You're asking for a hammy to get popped. Yeah, I don't see that happening.
What else we got? Oakland for a pair, the White Sox. And this is weird. So we're going, well, I guess it's because it's a close bus ride. Oakland for 2. And then, so technically, Eric, let's call the Oakland series at the Coliseum a part of our homestand.
Fair enough.
We're playing Detroit for 3, Atlanta for 4, an off day. Oakland for 2, and the White Sox for 3. That's a hell of a homestand in August, is it not?
It is. But as we stated yesterday, look at what's going on in September.
Oh,
there is not one easy series in September.
Arizona, San Diego, Milwaukee, San Diego, Baltimore. And then we've got Kansas City, Arizona, and St. Louis. They saved the best for last.
Yep. There we go.
Yeah.
Will that be the last time we play in Oakland? That is correct. That will be the last time the San Francisco Giants would be playing in Oakland.
That's right. And I'm going. Anybody want to meet me there?
There you go.
I'll be at those 2. Mike, I'll be at the game. Hey, look at this Morcatna.
Yeah, he's
59 El Camino Real Burlingame. There you go.
He ain't messing around. He's like, hey, that's where Lefties is, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Go visit the guys over there. And maybe you want to make plans. if maybe you want to give them a call and you want to attend the meet and greet. Maybe I will, Eric. Hey, maybe I can do my show from Lefties.
There you go. Hey, there you go. And just to clarify, the morning show is going to be pre-recorded. It will not be a live show. It will be pre-recorded. But
you and I are getting up early in the morning, and I'm going back to bed.
There you go.
You can watch the show. I'm going to be up. You and I have to get up early for that.
This is the plan. That it will be a pre-recorded show, but you could leave comments just like on that. Once these lives are done, you could go back in there and you could leave a comment on the shows. We always want to hear what you guys have to say.
We'll be checking it out.
Yeah, always want to hear what you guys have to say.
Nice, yeah. And you know what Lefties wanted me to do? They wanted me to mention that they're on Facebook, Lefties Sports, LEFTYS SPORTS, at Lefty Sports. And every Monday night, you can join them live prior to our show. They'll kickstart our show over on Facebook. They'll have singles night. And it's not a dating service. They'll have San Francisco Giants baseball card singles, autographed pieces, and so on that you can actually bid on. It's like a little live auction they put on.
That's pretty cool.
Night. Yeah, it's really cool. I caught their show, and it's interactive. They're not lunatics like us, Eric, but they get the job done, and it's a whole lot of fun. And once again, Tyler Fitzgerald will be at Lefties on August the 18th at 6 p.m. Tickets are available now. Give Jim a shout, Jim at leftysportscards.com, or give him a call. He'd love to hear from you. And if you call Lefty, say, hey, the guys on Giant Sports Talk Live, we're talking about you.
There you go.
And they said really nice things.
Hey, what's up, Heroku? Here we go.
697-2274, 650-697-2274. That's 650-697-2274 at Lefties. And we love having sponsors, Eric.
Exactly.
Important. Almost as important as these guys. And then, oh my God, Eric. Be still my beating heart.
What's up, Heroku? Giants still not making the playoffs. Does Farhan actually get fired? Hey, that's something we talked about. We'll see. We'll have to see. I mean, they got an uphill climb. Let's say that, Heroku. They got an uphill climb. Is it possible? Sure. Is it highly unlikely? Yes. But we'll see. We'll see. If the only thing the Giants could do is win games. You have no control of what the team does above you or below you, to be for that matter. So if the Giants do something, you never know. Do I see it? I don't. But who knows? Who knows, man? Baseball's funny that way.
Hey, it's good to see
good
Heroku
to see you. Yes.
Visit us.
Yes, thank you, Heroku.
Hit the like and subscribe button. It'll remind us that you were here. And hopefully you'll stick around, stick and stay with us. We have a whole lot of fun, don't we, Eric?
Oh, man, it's good times. Always good times. Love talking baseball, man.
How long was Heroku? Do I say that one right?
Heroku.
All right.
Heroku. Or actually, it's Heroku. Yeah.
Heroku. Okay. Heroku. Close enough. If Heroku is just joining us, again, you just mentioned it, but Heroku, we're on in the mornings as well. So you can catch our show in the morning before the Giants play, and then you can catch us after the game.
Yep.
Giant Sports Talk Live twice a day, brought to you by Northern Lights Entertainment, a Northern Lights Entertainment production.
Thanks, Heroku, man. Much appreciated. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
We truly do appreciate it. We're just not talking shit. We really do value what you guys bring to the table in the chat. I love interacting with you guys. It just feels like I'm sitting with
find a nice chat. Find a comment and show Heroku what we're really about, Eric.
Oh, yeah. Okay, here, let me find one. Here we go.
Let the wizard do the work.
Yeah, here we go. How about this one? There we go.
And now, another Giant Sports Talk Live hot take from Senior Softball Games.
Look at that. Harouk.
Hey, he's welcoming Harouk in.
Harouk. There you go, man.
Hey.
That's awesome.
We have fun with a degree of professionalism, which is very limited, of course, but we like to have fun over on this channel, and we're going to be here 365 days a year. We're going to talk about Giants during the season, after the season. I can't wait for the Christmas Eve special. That's going to be one of my favorite shows of the year because we already have prizes to give away. I'm going to dress up as, Santa Claus is going to be here, and he's going to have some Giants swag and some Giant Sports Talk Live swag. Yeah, the big kid.
And a mannequin of me will be sitting here.
Eric made a comment earlier this week. Somebody's getting a lump of coal or a lump of something.
Yeah, somebody is.
You. Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Farhan Zaidi may be getting a lump of coal.
Yeah.
If he's lucky.
And you and I have discussed talking about other sports, Eric, but that's why we called this show Giant Sports Talk Live. We're catering to what we know. What we know that people out there want to talk about, want to be part of the chat, and that's Giants baseball. You can't be everything, Eric. So we decided we'd just go with the Giants, right?
It's tough. It's tough. And to be honest with you, am I knowledgeable in some of the other sports? Nope. Not at all.
I'd love to do a hockey chat.
Now you're the hockey guy, man. You played the game, so you know. You've played the game at a professional level, so you
Not my
understand.
first rodeo, Eric. Not my first
exactly.
rodeo.
And you were a broadcaster for the game too.
I started
right?
playing hockey when I was 9 years old.
There you go. Aren't you isn't that something that happens when as soon as you're born in Canada, you automatically are given a hockey stick?
It's
correct?
a rite of passage, my friend.
There you go. And you called games, right? You did play-by-play?
Look at me. I've been cut up. I've got bruises and bumps that'll never go away. I got no teeth left. I'm a mess, Eric, my older age, but I do it all over again. Plus, when I finished playing, they couldn't. You know what used to happen? If anybody hasn't heard the story, when I got hurt, I ended up getting a radio gig out of the whole thing because when I would play and the radio guy was around, I'd always steal his microphone and pretend I was the radio guy. So I go around, hey, Eric, you really sucked last night. Eric, now tell us why you sucked last night in Providence. Take it away, Eric. And then when I got hurt, they were looking at making a little move. They had a guy in place. They said, hire Glenn to do commentary. So I did 3 games of commentary. Then they let me just say, Eric, that the play-by-play guy that was there.
Yeah, got fired.
Hasn't spoken to me in 40 years. I was 3 games in, and they fired him, and they said, "You're the new play-by-play guy tomorrow night in Hershey." And I did that for almost 20 years, Eric. And then I've done, I've done my little radio shows. I do overnights.
Yep.
In New Brunswick. I do classic rock. I just got hired 2 days ago. I'm going to be working simulcasting a show in Sydney, Nova Scotia, Canada.
Wow.
Playing the hits of yesteryear and today. And you and I, this is maybe something people don't know from this chat. Eric and I will be reinvigorating our radio show on Capital FM, a Northern Lights Entertainment radio station. And Eric co-hosts the show on radio with me Saturday mornings at 7, rebroadcast Sundays at Saturday mornings at 10,
Sundays
at 7.
Yep.
So
and
there it's an open forum. We've talked. What have we talked about, Eric?
Talked about Olympics, talked about WNBA, we talked about the top 10 baseball players according to ESPN. We got into Willie Mays when he passed away.
Yes, Eric likes to talk about television, Little House on the Prairie, Michael Landon.
Michael Landon, Little House, Highway to Heaven.
We did a feature on what music's better, 70s or 80s. We had a whole lot of fun.
Here we go.
Cryptic
Bingo bango.
Very good. Here all week.
Oh, man.
Grand Admiral says Laura Ingalls. Well, he spelled it wrong, but he was pretty damn close, wasn't he?
Yeah. He was.
What was her last name, Eric?
What's that?
Her married name.
Wilder. Yeah.
Right. What was her husband's name?
Almanzo.
All right.
Come on, don't.
His name legally was Almanzo. What was he affectionately?
Manly. Come on, man. You can't mess with me. Yes, Snyder Empire. That is correct.
We'll do some trivia on our next radio show. That's coming up in September. We're taking the month of August off because we got so much on our plate.
Yep.
Yeah.
We got a lot.
I like what Niner Empire has to say, and I'm glad he agrees with us. So we'll be going all Giants all year, every day. Giants baseball on. What do you think we call the show Giant Sports Talk Live? Talk about the Olympics? No.
No. Here for just Giants. Giants only.
And we like
and
to
of
have
course,
a little bit
we divert, during the course of a 2-hour show, then we talk about a little bit, but it's primarily we'll say 99.9% of the time, it's Giants baseball.
Yeah.
Or something that is associated with Giants baseball. So
D-Shot, it's more like we do the punching, baby.
you got to get one of your front teeth punched out or you're not Canadian.
Now, if you're Canadian, you do the punching. Although I've been punched a few times, Eric. Someday we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we're going to definitely do winter meeting shows. That's going to be fantastic.
Yeah. Eric, there's just because the off season, like Major League Baseball, they have their own network on television. Just because the season ends in October doesn't mean they shut down for 6 months. There's so much to talk about. And I know with this great crew in the chat, there'll be no stone unturned. They'll be talking Giants baseball. They bring it each and every night.
Oh, they do, man. This is a well-informed chat. They know what they're talking about out here. Absolutely love it. I learned from you guys just by reading what you guys have to say. 100%.
I don't know about the winter meetings, but we are going to be at Lefty's, and we're going to do the show. We're going to do a show from over at Willie Mays Plaza live one evening. I'm going to take the show over there on the road. So I won't be stuck here in a little studio. I'll be out and about. Eric will be manning the controls at Giant Sports Talk Live Studios.
I like that.
Sounds professional.
That sounds great, doesn't it? Man, that sounds great. Woo!
And hey, guys, when this all came to fruition, I could ask for nobody better to have as a partner and a business partner in this venture than Eric. Eric has worked hard. We put this together in a very short period of time.
Thank you, Glenn.
And you did a great job, Eric. You continue. We have a lot of plans, too. We're not finished.
Yep. No, we're not finished. Not by a long shot.
Yeah. So tomorrow, what do you want to do? You want to take a look at something on the chat right now? Here we go.
Yeah, the Giants talk. Please fire Farhan or else I'll be ranting the same from 22, 23, and 24 all over again.
But you can just simply start all over again right here on this channel.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll let you vent all over again.
Yeah,
I was going to take a look, Eric. We're closing in on the end of the show.
Yes, we are.
Hour and 52. We got about 8 minutes left in our program tonight. So quickly, let's take a look at what's going on tomorrow. We have got the big road trip getting underway in Washington. If anybody wasn't with us earlier on in the broadcast, I had an acquaintance who was at the Washington Nationals game today, and he said, my God, it's ironic. We'll do a zoom in on the scoreboard in center field, but he was there about a half an hour before the game. He goes, it's worse than Oakland over here.
That's incredible.
Okay, look, we pan around. Look at the outfield.
Yeah, there ain't nobody out there. Whew.
Nobody there. But ironically, he said, I wanted to get a nice shot of all the seats, but he said, read the sign in center field.
Upgrade your seats. There you go.
Well, there's no lack of upgrade in that stadium today, Eric.
Yeah.
So I'll be curious to see how many attend tomorrow's game with the Giants coming to town. It's two teams fighting for playoff lives. Washington.
Maybe the crowd shows up for evening games. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, well, isn't baseball a Sunday afternoon thing? I mean, it's tradition.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, you know what? Then again, you're talking about it's been pretty hot over there. Maybe they don't want to be out there being hot and muggy.
It's going to be close to 100 tomorrow at opening pitch.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So let's take a look, a little deep dive into the game tomorrow. Now, the Giants they were going with the, who's pitching? Not available as of yet. They've decided to bump Logan Webb up a start. So he'll start now at 8-8. The righty goes against the lefty, Patrick Corbin, whose record, Eric, is
2-11.
2-11.
Come on, Giants. That should be a win. Giants, that should be a win. It's Corbin Burns. He has almost a 6 ERA, and he's 2-11.
Good thing about
something. You got to do something here, guys. Yeah,
good thing about the game tomorrow, Eric. If we can come up with a win to open up the series, that'll be awesome.
Yes.
But we'll move back to 500 at 57-57. We're 56-57 right now. Washington is 51-61. The game takes place at Nationals Park. It's the first of 4. San Francisco has the betting edge, 63% favorites. And I mentioned close to 100, pretty damn close, 94 degrees Fahrenheit expected tomorrow with humidity at opening pitch.
Oh, it's going to be tough, man. It's going to be tough. Mark says an upgrade is walking to another seat. Yep, pretty much.
Literally. I told Mark, I said to Eric, I'd go sit behind. You buy a bleacher seat, you sit behind the dugout.
Yeah, exactly.
An upgrade is, I've upgraded by about $180 is what I've upgraded.
Yep.
I used to do that in Oakland all the time. Got to know one of the ushers pretty good over there. And I'd always buy the outfield seat. Then I'd slip him two $1 bills. He'd go, third row, second seat. Saved. I got a lot of good tickets. You know, Eric, I got a lot of good friends, don't I?
Nice. It's good to have friends in high
financial places.
They're even better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, before we close it out, let's one more quick peek. We talked about the Giants. You know, Webb, Corbin tomorrow. Oh, by the way, the game time start tomorrow night, Eric. When we go on the road, it varies. If you're going to be tuning in for Giants baseball in the Bay Area tomorrow, as I will, as I live in a block from the stadium, 3:45. That would be a 6:45 start Eastern time. So it's like a home game start, only on the road. That means we're a 3-hour difference.
Yep.
So we're still going to be on tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, talk about the game. We'll do our usual 2-hour segment, get the take from the fans. Hopefully we'll be cheering about another win. Webb going. What do you expect, Eric?
Man, it's hard to say. It's hard to say because Webb, his last game was fantastic. He had that complete game shutout, looked great. He had a lot of great movement on that two-seamer. His changeup was pretty damn nasty. If he could do that same thing in Washington, that'd be awesome. But again, the weather may play a factor. We'll see. We will see. I'm hoping he could go out there and do it. You know, the Nationals lineup isn't bad. It's their pitching that isn't all that good. So let's see what Logan Webb can do in Washington tomorrow.
Yeah, we think Birdsong is still in Sacramento.
I don't know what's going on with him. We'll find out, I guess, maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, he says, "Where's Birdsong?" So that's all we can tell you about that right now, because
I'm guessing Birdsong takes that.
Birdsong.
Yeah, the guy's been fantastic. Why not? I mean, whatever. I don't know what their plans are.
You know what get especially the young crowd fired up every time Birdsong goes out to start his game. They should play the Trashmen at the ballpark.
The Trashmen.
Everybody's heard about the bird.
Oh man! You know what?
Isn't that a catchy number?
That's a catchy. I think that could get some play. That would be awesome.
And it's such a. It's a fun song, but isn't it like it's just a banger?
Everybody's
heard about the bird.
The bird. When the bird, and the bird is a word. Oh yeah, let's do that, man.
You like that?
You need to talk to your people because
Eric,
that's awesome.
I'm a promotional wizard. When we were getting our stickers made up, we were getting our decals. We got bumper stickers and little stickers. We got our business cards we're going to be throwing around to our sponsors. The person who was doing up the business cards and the stickers, they're like, Did you go to university for a background in marketing? I said, no, I didn't. They go, you didn't need to spend the money. You're pretty damn good at it. So I took that as a compliment. By the way, your business cards will be ready on Tuesday.
Hey, awesome.
Yeah, and if anybody, we're gonna be giving away. We got merch being done up. We'll have some T-shirts, we'll have some sweatshirts and hats and all kinds of stuff. We'll be giving away on the show. That won't start till at least next month, sometime in September. We hope. We do have the Logan Webb jersey. We're going to be giving that away. We'll be launching a contest after we reach 250 subscribers. We'll be giving away the Barry Bonds jersey at 500 subscribers. And we've added a new giveaway tonight, Eric, thanks to our chat.
Yes, thanks to our chat. A guy called Ed said we should give away a Bonds jersey at number 762 on the subscriber count. Fantastic idea. Way to go, Ed.
We listened.
Yes.
So we're going to give away a couple of Barry Bond jerseys. The first one we'll give away is the Logan Webb, appropriately enough, at 250 subscribers. And we're on our way. I thought we wouldn't be giving away the jersey till October, Eric. What are we at as far as followers now?
We're still we're sitting at 205.
We're going up every day.
Yeah, it's fantastic, man. Great. All because
they love you. Man. They love you, Eric.
I think they love us. They love it.
Oh.
What's up, German? What's up, German? Good to see you in here, man.
All right.
You should
not giving away a Slater jersey.
Oh, yeah,
no,
that is true.
I keep these for myself, Eric. There's no, we're not giving away any Wilmers.
That is a risk we'll take, but hey, we said we're going to do it, so that's what we're going to do. People will sub and then unsub and then resub.
No. I think the people are misconstruing what we're doing here, Eric. We have got our computer wizard. That's usually you.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
We upped our game. We've got a guy. What he did was, when you subscribe to our channel, that will give you will then be locked in. So when we launch our website in 2 weeks, there'll be a link to enter the contests on our website. When you go to do that, you can fill out an entry form. Joe Schmo down my block here could do it. If he's not subscribed, he can try, fill it out, press send. It'll say, you've sent your application or your whatever you want to call it, your entry. Yeah. It doesn't come to us. But if you're a subscriber, the computer knows to put the entry into the list. It's pretty, you know what? Look what we're doing. A little show on what would have been television. Here we are on the internet, Eric.
Yep.
Power of technology.
Power of technology. And you're taking
So that's what we're going to do. We open up a whole contest when we get 250 subscribers. May take a couple of days because we're just putting the final touches on our website. Going to be a cool website, too. Interactive.
Nice.
Yeah, there'll be.
It's going to be linked to the Twitter, right? Going to be linked to.
And you know what? It's all thanks to. It's all thanks to our sponsors. We got. What did I tell you? We have 7 in the wind. They wanted to launch early. The lefties. So the money's rolling in. The sponsors are rolling in, and of course, not only did they support us, we put up their little banner up there. Signatures for Soldiers. Tim was gracious enough to come on the show.
He's awesome.
Talk about the program. So he sponsors the program as well, and he'll be giving us some memorabilia to give away in future episodes.
Yeah, that's going to be cool. Matter of fact, he announced it on our show. If you take a look at the show, he's donating a Madison Bumgarner and Buster Posey World Series card that we are also going to be giving away to the chat as well in the future.
Not just a card, Eric. It's a really cool diagonal shot, almost like that what I showed you earlier. Most cards are the
portrait.
Shot.
It's landscape. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's giving away a landscape photo of Mad Bum and Posey hugging a special edition Topps produced card, but Mad Bum signed it.
Yes.
It's autographed.
We'll
be giving it away.
Yep. Giving it away.
I got to admit, I wanted to keep it myself. That would be very unfair.
I asked him that very question. Is there ever stuff that you ever get to say, man, maybe I want to hold on to this one?
Oh, and he got some cool stuff. And he really opened my eyes, a whole different side of Mitch Haniger.
Yeah, 100%.
Mitch gives him cleats.
He gives cleats and jerseys.
And Mitch was going around getting cleats from his teammates, and he sent them all in. That's pretty damn
fantastic.
Cool.
Fantastic.
We base our love of a player sometimes for the wrong reasons, right?
That's true. That is true.
Well, guess what, Eric? It's
that time.
We're working overtime. It's 2 hours, 2 minutes, and 53 seconds here.
Yeah, we got to close this baby down. But everyone, thanks for joining on a Sunday evening. As Glenn talked about, the Giants will open up the 4-game series in Washington tomorrow with Logan Webb taking the mound. All right.
Is the Wizard.
I don't know about that.
I try. First week.
I try, man. I try.
Well, we need our beauty sleep because we're going to be up early to record our show. We'll be on that. We're getting up, start our show around 8. We'll have it all in the can, and you can tune in around 10 tomorrow morning for an early edition of Giant Sports Talk Live. We'll be on the air Monday through Friday, Eric.
Absolutely. And I will close it out today. I'll close it out with our Willie Mays tribute, and then I will kill the show right at the end of that.
Night, guys. Night, Eric.
All right. Take it easy, Glenn. We'll see you in the morning, and we'll see the rest of you tomorrow night, 8 o'clock.
All right.
Woo!
You've been watching Giant Sports Talk Live with Eric and Glenn, a Northern Lights Entertainment Broadcasting production.